Obviously, your team's been linked to a lot of headlines regarding the trade deadline. Just sort of in general, with Manny Ramirez being a best case scenario, and Ted Lilly, this team's obviously had some good acquisitions. What does it do for a team to have not only that kind of new performance, but sort of new blood and energy, commitment to winning?
It does a couple of things, really, when you're active at this time of the year. Like last year we were active too, but we were active in the opposite direction. We were kind of sellers, and that's really basically saying that you don't feel like you have any chance to win, and that you're trying to do whatever, look to next year. But when you're active in a positive way, where you're trying to fill a hole or make your team a little better, I think it sends a message to your club that you're serious about, you think you can win. And it sends a message to your fan base that says, hey, we're here to win, and that's what we're trying to do. So there's definitely energy when you're able to acquire a guy, and it's kind of the opposite when you sell, honestly. I know Ned, we've been talking a lot of stuff over the last month even, so it's not really that having to wait till the trade deadline, but been talking about stuff, but it seems like nothing gets done until the deadline gets there, so we'll see what happens.
How is that for you, coming from an organization that obviously every year went out of their way to build and be buyers to make sure they're the best, and all those years under Joe? What's the difference between last year and this year for you being a buyer, obviously, at the deadline?
Well, it's a whole different, everything's different right now with us, with the new ownership in. It's an aggressive, at least mindset, or what they're telling us is it's an aggressive to get better, that we're going to, basically the whole environment around us right now is totally different, because it's a group of people that are saying that we're going to take the Dodgers back to, where they were in the past. We're going to be the organization that they should be. So it's a good feeling to know that we're actively trying to get better. And it's really, really in that being said, it's kind of says a lot about the guys that are here, because if we were out of it, these guys have hung tough, and they've played hard and they've kept us in it. So, they've given us this opportunity to really have our ownership group say, hey, you know what, you guys have hung in there, let's see what we can do. And so it's a good feeling right now.
As a manager, was that your mindset during the injuries, to just tread water and to get the guys back and then put a push on them?
Well, it got to be that at the very end of it, because we went through a real bad stretch right before the end of the break. But before that, really, we hung pretty good. We climbed like 18 above. Now we're like 5 above. So it's like we really had made a good run and sustained pretty well. But once the floodgates broke on us, and we had a horrible trip, going to Oakland, back to Anaheim to San Fran, that kind of just dropped us off the cliff, And from there, I think felt like we've been trying to hang on until the break and get our guys back. We haven't played great since we got our guys back, but we really could have had a lot better record. We've given up some games late that we really should have won. We win one the other day that not necessarily should have won, but so we'll see how we go from here.
Is there any talk among players about the extra wild card? Is that becoming a thing yet, or is it still just full steam ahead for towards September?
I think right now there hasn't been too much talk of it. I think everybody knows that there's an extra team. It's not really a great position to be in. That wild card is really, if you're either one of the wild cards now, it's almost worse than before, which is good. To me, it's an extra team, but it's really better because it gives the advantage to the team that wins the division. And so I think we look at this as we got to win the division to get in, and that's really what you look at.
But is it added motivation? I can't imagine.
I'm sure it will as you get down to it, if you're one of those teams that are a couple games behind the wild card. But I think really we have to look at it like, we want to win our division. It's a division that we're capable of winning. We feel like we're in it, and we'll see if we can do it.
Pretty confident Chad will be able to make his start.
Yeah, he's going to throw his pin. He may be throwing it right now. He's going to throw his pin today. Don't expect that to go bad. I expect it to go well. So pretty confident that he's going to make his start. It'll be the first game in St. Louis.
How's the stock exchange today?
It was good. It's kind of cool, actually. I've never been down there.
You had it? This is the first time?
First time. I'd say I'm like a tourist now when I come. Went to the Statue of Liberty last year for the first time. All the time. I never. When you play here, you're playing, you're working. You don't even think about doing stuff like that. Your family comes, it's like, hey, go see the Statue of Liberty. So it's kind of like, go have at it. I'm not dragging everybody around town.
Did you ring the bell?
No, we got there like 11 o'clock or something. So it was good.
How would you solve our country's financial problems?
I probably would not. I have trouble with my own. Trouble getting the electric bill paid on time. That made it fit right in though, right?
When was it you went to the Statue of Liberty?
Actually last winter.
Last one.
Yeah.
Is it bittersweet for you coming here in New York, managing the Dodgers as opposed to managing the Yankees, maybe?
No, I love it. I love coming back. I love where I'm at. I mean, I enjoy my time here playing, and I love coming back. I feel like I'm coming home when I come here as a player. You played earlier your whole career, but I'm feeling the same way in LA.
Are there differences? Like people say there's differences between the media in New York and LA. You know, the Dodgers are like one of the top franchises, so obviously there's pressure to win. Is there a difference?
I think the difference is just kind of the atmosphere on two different coasts, you're surfing, you got great weather all the time, there's beach and everything, great weather. It's just a different mentality. I think East Coast, West Coast is so much different, But a lot of similarities in the tradition of both franchises. I think the Dodgers and the Yankees both kind of talk about their history, with Jackie and Sandy Koufax and Tommy and Walter also, that all kind of goes together. So those are the similarities. The same loyalty from the fan base is kind of the same. They kind of travel. Dodger fan, Yankee fan, they travel. It's like Dodger fans or Yankee fans. But East Coast is a little more in your face. Yeah, a little bit.
In and out or Shake Shack?
Oh, I'm in and out guy. But actually, if you want to go in and out in like Jackson Hole, then it's a whole different game. Jackson Hole's unbelievable. Oh, the best burgers. Jackson Hole, all over town. Try the one on 62nd between second or 64th between second and third. Unbelievable burgers.
They're still there.
There you go.
They're there.
Another one
My
on
wife
the
went
third
today.
end.
They're all
One on third.
between second and third. Well,
Yeah.
she went between second and third today.
Oh, all right.
So
Get a long enough delay and do it tonight.
64th.
Yeah, you can go right down to Grand Central.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is one off the.
Hop on the train, you're back in time for the
Oh,
game
they're
to
good.
start.
Jackson Hole's unbelievable. But I'm in and out. I like in and out.
Okay. Jackson Hole and in and out.
If you're gonna sit down, Jackson Hole in and out, it's hard to. It's not even like because in and out's kind of like a McDonald's type. Jackson Hole's like just giant. It's like a meal.
You do like Yates Brown, just put it in your back pocket, right?
Whatever.
Have you been to Umami Burger on Hollywood in Vermont?
No. There is, you know what? There is a couple of places like out in Pasadena, little shacks that have unbelievable burgers too. Like when you go out there and they have those big giant burgers, similar to like Jackson Hole.
Like those shacks, you mean the ones like right off when you stagger out of the bars at like 2 in the morning? And
What are you talking about? It's on my drive home after a late night game and studying film.
Yeah, then you go have a couple cocktails. And forget
No,
about what
you
you
got
saw.
that burger. I'm starving.
Where'd you go after Kenley's performance that night?
Going home. Put the pillow over my head.